Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He takes us for about 6 down inside the 40. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 12 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on it, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And shedding through the tackle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hey, middle.
Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Jackson drops it off for Chubb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he's looking good now. I mean, 5 touchdown passes in the last game. Okay, he threw a couple of interceptions. That's a little bit of a concern. But I remember a basketball coach telling me one time, he had a guy average about 40 points a game. And he said the press got all over him because he didn't play much defense. He said he's averaging over 40 a game. The guy against him's not scoring that. We still have the advantage.
Yeah, and they got the win last week in that effort.
Even better. It's always best to clean up things after a win than after a loss.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Looking left sideline. Incomplete. These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Off a play action. Here's Lance. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Throwing his Lance on third down. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Lance. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. Under pressure, they got him again. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I've worked in the practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 57 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
2-yard attempt.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to... ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Well, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Lance now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's more. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Jackson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Jackson on first down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Returnable here for Davis. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Charger drive about to get going. 1 second, all that remains. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Chargers will start the 2nd half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw, it's Lance. Forced out to his left. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they're going to get their footwork involved. And that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They run it again with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique, his ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8.
14, Broncos 6.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now 3rd down and 7. Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Jackson's throw complete here to Kmet. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, Jackson. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Chubb is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On play action, Lance. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. Welcome back now to Denver. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Lance looking to throw it. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Broncos 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
13. Go ahead. Hey, Ozzy. Hey, middle. Hey.
Chubb will get the call, running left. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Stiff-armed him. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 110 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the 47-yard line.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A big play in this football game. Third down and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Here it is, 4th and inches.
Hey, report. Report.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Throwing. Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Jackson to the right side, and he's got more complete. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Another Denver Broncos.
Jackson. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Jackson. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Komet. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jackson to throw. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That drive a long one. 13 plays. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Lance back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers.